What is going on? I apologise for not doing a video in a while. We're back on the quack. Things have not started well into 2025, hence the lack of videos. You may hear a slight noise. I didn't do that much yesterday. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's been a few updates, and 2025 has not started well for me personally. I hope it started better for you guys. Let's see if she'll start. So yeah, the Kawasaki decided to start not recognising its key. I'll put some pictures on screen. It started coming up with ignition error. And the error code was 35, which means basically this antenna here that reads the key just wasn't communicating with the ECU. I didn't know if that part was coded or not, so I bought an entire new lock set. So new ECU, new barrel, new everything. My friend amazingly fitted it all, and it was still like a 50-50 chance of if it would throw that error or not. So like, what the fuck, you know, what's causing this issue? While trying to figure it out, I got a bit aggy, so I went for a ride on the VFR with some friends the next day while the Kawasaki stayed at their house. And I'll put a picture on screen, well, several pictures. That didn't end well. I was doing about 20-30 miles an hour behind a Range Rover. The car in front of him decided to slam the brakes on to let another car pull out of a lay-by on the left-hand side. Like it was like a pub car park. Being -1 Celsius or whatever, obviously it was very slippery, and I couldn't stop in time. So I went to swerve around the Range Rover in front of me and clipped it, and then ping-ponged into the car that came out of the car park and clipped that. So the Honda right now is sawn off the road, and it's going to be repaired eventually. I've already done a parts estimate. It's going to be about £500. It needs new forks, new headlight, new tail light, new indicators, maybe a new frame stay, like that holds the headlight and stuff on, and it'll also need a new stem and bottom yoke. About £500. So yeah, currently that's on blocks, in bits. But in the meantime, we went back to the Kawasaki and we found the issue. Again, I'll put a picture on screen. Sorry, I'm trying to find gears here. It's very cold. I'm not very good on the cold. 6 wires leading to the ECU were frayed through just from, I guess, wear and tear from the bike being old or whatever. So my friend again cut those 6 wires out and has resoldered them. And so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far since that, she has been fine. The only issue this bike now has still is it will occasionally throw an FI error code, which is the throttle bodies, which it doesn't affect how she runs. It's just going to make, if I ever want to sell this bike, it's going to make it very tricky. But I don't really want to sell this bike, so I don't care too much. It runs fine. It's a 50 years, so taking it a bit easy. I kept so this is a 2007 bike, which means the secondary throttle plates, which I've removed, so they're not actually there, but the ECU thinks they are, obviously, because it's not had a dyno tune or anything. So on the 2007 bikes, those plates don't open until 6,000 RPM. So the ECU is obviously thinking they're there, and it's giving me the feel as if they were there. Well, now it's got a 2010 bike ECU in, which the plates open at 3,000 RPM. So basically, because my plates aren't there, the fueling's syncing up sooner, is what I'm getting at here. So that 2010 ECU seemed to add a lot more power down low. This road turns into a 70 a bit later on. I'll try demonstrate with a slight pull from like 30 to 70. But this bike definitely picks up a lot better now. So yes, I didn't need, so I spent £200 on this lock set, you know, the ECU, keys and everything. I didn't need to spend that technically because it was just those wires, but it's kind of like a ghetto dyno tune, so this bike definitely seems a bit faster, which is nice. But yeah, not the way you want to start a year, you know, having one of your bikes written off and the other one giving you headaches. Also, sadly, I lost a friend. They had a crash on Christmas Eve and sadly passed away on New Year's Day. Just, you know, the surgery didn't go well, they didn't react well to it. Yeah, it's the risk we take with bikes, sadly. His situation was, he was heading towards a light that was turning orange, you know, turning to red. He was going to make it, but the car in front of him slammed the brakes on, because I think that particular light had a red light camera, and obviously those that don't live in the UK, some of our traffic lights have a red light camera on them basically. So if you go through the light when it's red, it'll flash your license plate and then you'll get a fine. The friend on the bike thought he could make it, so he accelerated, the car in front hit the brakes, and he's just got into the back of him. Again, not too fast, like sort of 30, 40 miles an hour from what I can tell. I wasn't there at the scene, I'm telling what I was told. And yeah, sadly, didn't go well for him. So yeah, that's not the best way to start 2025. Alright, so here's where it comes to national, so I'll slow down a bit because there's nothing behind me. This is my work commute, so open the visor as well so you can hear the bike, because I mean this bike sounds awesome. So second gear. Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long to hit 70 on this. So yeah, so we're loving the Kawasaki again. I've gone back to the twin pipes as well. I don't know if I've mentioned this in any videos lately. I've taken off the Delcovics and gone back to the OEM Kawasaki twin pipes, or headers, sorry. It's got the Toro exhaust on. It's just a very nice combo. It's not too loud, it has good power, it looks good. It just ticks a lot of boxes. So yeah, we're back in love with the Kawasaki again, even though it's been a bit of a fucking headache. The VFR should hopefully, my plan with the VFR now is to fix it for £500 and try to sell it for about 2,000. I'm going to lose a lot. I'm losing a lot of money on that bike, but all things considered, it's the best plan I have. I've had a few people offer me like £200 for the engine, £100 for wheels, you know, like basically parting it out. But I don't want to strip it down and part it out. I want it to be sold in one piece. So I want to get it back on the road and then sell it. Crash car though. Nice. Lots of people crashing this road. Don't know why. Road's fucking pitch black. Yeah, sorry if the GoPro can't see much. The GoPro's always struggling low light. You're gonna blind me, mate. Wow. Yeah, GoPro struggles in low light, and it is, again, 5:30 AM right now in winter, so it is very dark. But yeah, so what's going to happen? Well, I still want two bikes, so once the VFR sells, what's the plan? Well, I'm sticking to Team Kawasaki now. The Honda was good, but it's clearly a sign now. I've had 3 VFRs, 2 have died to mechanical issues, and 1 has died in a crash. Honda clearly doesn't want me to have them anymore, so the plan is to fix the VFR hopefully by next month. Ride it till August when the insurance runs out on it, and sell it around sort of August time. I plan to get a Kawasaki Z750S. I'll put a picture on screen. I think they look really cool. My friends say they're fuck ugly, but I think they look really cool, so fuck them. I like it. And yes, it's going to be slow as hell compared to this thing, but this has done 50,000 miles now, and it's starting to become a bit of a maintenance hog. So as well as the new lock set, which was £200, it's also got a new front master cylinder because the brakes were appalling, like they were really bad. I say we, my friend rebuilt the master cylinder for me, so thank you very much for that. It was still crap though, so we just got a second-hand master cylinder from a Gen 2, like a 2014 bike. And yeah, it works really good now. I have brakes, like the brakes are very good now. Yeah, no one's behind me, we're good. What else? Yeah, wheel bearings, it's now just eating every like few months. Even with like casual use like this, I'm just going to work and back. And yeah, it's just becoming a bit of a maintenance hog, so I want a second bike to try to take the load off it. The Honda was doing really well for that, but again, just had to be in a crash. But yeah, I wanted to get a video up. I've not posted in a while, and this is why. Just both my bikes have been causing issues. A friend died. It's just the start of the year has not gone well for me. But yeah, heads up, videos will be coming, mainly on the Kawasaki for now because I don't know when the Honda's going to be back completely. I'm hoping early next month, but we'll see. The goal of it now is my mechanic has a set of forks, so my VFR has a VTR front end. So the really useful people in the VFR group obviously don't have VTR parts, so I've had to bring my mechanic, and he has them because ironically he swaps VTR front ends to CBR 900 front ends. So he has a set of VTR forks. He's doing me a good deal on them. He just said drop the bike over whenever. Obviously right now the bike has no front wheel or front end because it's all bent, so I took it all off to assess the damage. So my plan is to just get a wheel on it with my old fork. I'm going to get to the mechanic basically, and he's going to then have a go at it. So the budget, it may be more than 500, maybe like 600-700, but again, I'd rather sell the bike as one piece. I don't want to part it out. I don't like that idea at all. But yeah, that's enough of me waffling. Just a quick update. Again, hope everyone else's 2025 has started off well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.